Hey guys, welcome to episode 1 of the Bayern Munich chronometer on FIFA 23, in which we've updated some transfers, updated some of the leagues. As you can see, as of Heidenheim and Darmstadt are going to be in the Bundesliga for this season, with Hertha Berlin and Schalke getting relegated from the Bundesliga. So the updated table, we've got some updated transfers. That's a Conrad Laimer is going to be in the team, Rafa Guerreiro is going to be in the team. Going to make some changes, the likes of Sadio Mane is probably going to be leaving Bayern Munich in real life, so you're going to let him go in this chronometer, and Sommer's going to get replaced. And Man United is going to return to the goalkeeper position, I believe, for the series. So you might as well, because I believe the plan is to keep him in the goalkeeper position for 1 or 2 more years. And I think they're going to bring in Verbruggen from Anderlecht to take over from Neuer in 1 or 2 seasons. They're going to loan him out for like a year or two to get some experience and to get to the level that he needs to be the number one for Bayern. But let's get into the series, have a look at the team, talk about the changes that need to be made. Because I see Bayern Munich are a team that, yes, they won the Bundesliga this season, but obviously, they brought in Thomas Tuchel. They fired Julian Nagelsmann, which was an awful decision, in my opinion. That made no sense at the time because they were unbeaten in pretty much every competition, I believe it was at the time. They were on track to win a treble, or have a chance to win a treble. Obviously, the Champions League, the Bundesliga, and the Pokal were up for grabs in the end. They only ended up winning the Bundesliga by Dortmund losing to Mainz, drawing to Mainz in the final game of the season. Jamal Musiala rescuing the title for them late on in the game that they played. But let's get into this one. Take over Bayern Munich, take them back to the top of German football in a dominant fashion this time round, and instead of what they have currently these days, and take them back to the top of Europe. So recently they won the Champions League trophy. I'm going to stop waffling now. We're going to get into the series, check out the team. Don't forget to drop a like on the video if you're going to enjoy it. Subscribe to the channel and turn notification that we're sending videos to get into this one and take Bayern Munich back to the top. Yeah, so obviously, as we know, this is a Bayern Munich team they currently have in real life with first team players, as you can see here. That's Maslow. We're going to play the right back role because he isn't happy about his position in real life, and I believe he should be the right back for Bayern Munich. He's played the right in that position. Obviously, he has some illness issues as well after the World Cup or before the World Cup, one of the two, and that's why he's not been playing as much for Bayern Munich. But Benjamin Pavard has made it clear that he doesn't want to play right back for his whole career. He said he doesn't want to play right back, he wants to play down the centre. And with talks that Lucas Hernandez, his fellow countryman, could be on the way out of the club to PSG, Benjamin Pavard is a player that they need to keep at the club as a centre-back, because if they lose Lucas Hernandez and Benjamin Pavard, then Bayern are going to be in big trouble this season. Only I think Upamecano and Madrid, as then obviously David Brent as of the Leicester team, and then Stanisic would be any player that could play right back. But I can see we've brought Conrad Laimer into the team, brought Rafa Guerreiro into the team, 2 confirmed transfers to Bayern Munich this season. Jan Sommer and João Cancelo, I believe, are going to be leaving Bayern, as well as Sadio Mane, because Thomas Tuchel has made it clear he wants to build the future, and he doesn't see Sadio Mane and João Cancelo as the long-term players for the team. Obviously, João Cancelo joining from Man City on loan, and Man City wants 70 mil for him, so he's not willing to go to Bayern Munich. Well, Bayern Munich can't win to the Bayern, so he's probably going to go to Arsenal or somewhere instead, unless Man City have to take a loss of money on him or something like that. I don't know what they're going to do for that. But Daily Ben's going to leave the team, but I believe he's going to leave the team. We're going to loan out a bunch of the younger talents as well, like Matthias Tell is going to get loaned out as well. We're going to bring in a better backup goalkeeper because Jan Sommer is going to leave us as well. But as I mentioned, Sadio Mane is going to be leaving the team. I don't think he is a player that Bayern Munich need. Obviously, he came in straight away, was doing great. He's played down the left, he's played striker, and it hasn't really worked out for him ever since. I believe he got injured for a little bit, if I remember correctly. I'm not too sure. He was out of the team for a while, I think, unless I'm mixing it up with someone else. But obviously, at the start of the season, he was doing incredible for Bayern Munich, was the player they needed. And then everything sort of came down. And as of the past few months, obviously, we heard that he ended up punching Leroy Sané in the face after the Man City game, which obviously is something that you don't want in your team, a player that's going to cause destructions and cause issues. And one issue I believe Bayern Munich also have is Goretzka. Obviously, in FIFA, is a very good box-to-box midfielder, but in real life, he isn't a box-to-box midfielder. He likes to go forward. And Joshua Kimmich needs someone that's going to help him out, because Kimmich obviously goes forward as well. Kimmich ain't the best defender, isn't the best defender. And he needs someone else in there that's going to help him out. Obviously, Musiala, Goretzka, Kimmich end up going forward, and Kimmich as well, also on corners and free kicks right now, is not liked in Bayern, I've heard. They don't like him on the corners and free kicks because his set pieces haven't been great. But they want Leroy Sané to take them because he can deliver power. And obviously, we know that he can do great things from a free kick from his days at Schalke and Man City. Obviously, Choupo-Moting is a player that's done great as striker. He's been their best striker all season long, as outperformed likes of Thomas Muller, Serge Gnabry, and Sadio Mane in that position. But he's obviously not going to be the main man for us in the series. The player on the thumbnail will be the main man for the series. Obviously, we need to buy him first. But I'm going to stop waffling here. I'm going to get into the transfers and show you this team after we made some changes. And there isn't really much we need to do, because obviously this team is great. But I feel like I just need a couple maybe a backup striker, because Chippenway thinks they're really going to cut it, and then maybe some players here and there for the second team, another backup centre back because Lucas Hernandez is going to be leaving the team. And yeah, there's some players here and there to just strengthen up the team. Let's get into the transfer window. Okay, so here we are. Before we get into our first game of the season up against Borussia Dortmund in the Super Cup, I assume real if it'll be RB Leipzig, considering they won the Pokal this season. Obviously, last season it was Dortmund, hence why that's where the team could be taken on in this game. I guess we sold a couple of players. We saw Buenos sent Teller on loan to Mainz for 2 seasons. Ulreich just gone to Rangers. We brought in Morata from Benfica for 2.7 mil plus Data Brink going either way. He's a great defender, young talented defender, left forward, a very aggressive, very strong defender. It would be great for our team alongside Benjamin Pavard in the second team. We've also put in Dusan Vlahovic for 17 million. A lot of money to just spend, but obviously he is a world-class striker who's going to do absolutely incredible things for us here in the Bundesliga. They're the only changes we've made to the team so far. We brought in Morato and Dusan Vlahovic. Obviously, there are more rooms, more positions to be filled in. Players that could possibly go, not Joshua Kimmich. Leon Goretzka is a player that could go if we needed to. I think Emmanuel Neuer's gone down the rating already. And Jan Sommer, I don't think he's going to be a backup goalkeeper for the series. As you can see, the team we're going to go into this game with is the one you just saw right there. And we are going to have Sadio Mane on the bench for this game. But Sadio Mane is a player that, to be fair, I've got him on the transfer list. We've not got any offers for him right now. And Lucas Hernandez as well is a player that I'm trying to sell to PSG, considering everything not want to buy him in real life. But if we're not going to get an offer for PSG pretty soon, then we are going to let him go to any team that buys him, because I think he's going to leave Bayern in real life, considering he's not in the first team. And if he does go to PSG, odds are he possibly will get more game time. Let's get into this one up against obviously a very decent Dortmund team. That's Adeyemi, Marco Reus Jr., Brandt in the team, Matt Summers and Nicolas Sule. 4 other players, Ben Sibiane also recently joined them, and they've also brought Di Lorenzo into the team in the scrum. Let's get into this one and hopefully start this season off with a win in the German Super Cup. I want to select a challenge there from Delit and Koeman. Forward here to Dusan Vlahovic. Against the Koeman now. There's the Koeman. It's been pulled back here, but he keeps going. Koeman now cuts in, shot taken. And Koeman didn't know much about that save, but he got his feet there. He had his feet in the way there. Kimmich, he had a good corner from you. Dusan Vlahovic gets in the end of it. But Gregor Kobel makes a great save there against Dortmund, obviously. Adeyemi is offside.
Yeah, and he just needs to hold his run for a fraction longer, and he would have been in on goal.
Dusan Vlahovic, now why not? Dusan Vlahovic from range, blocks by Nicolas Sule. Forces to Koeman though. Koeman back to Vlahovic, and there we go, that's 1-0. Got very fortunate with that deflection of Sule falling to Leroy Sané, but Sané cuts it back, gives it to Dusan Vlahovic, who first time just places it into the back of the net, gets first Bayern Munich goal. And you see a simple goal, nothing too extravagant, a pass across, first time hit. Gregor Kobel probably should be doing better there, he probably should be saving this, but Vlahovic gets his first goal for Bayern and puts us in the lead here. And yeah, Kobel should be saving that. It's poor from a Swiss shot stopper. There we go.
And a Bayern throw coming up. Could play it in.
Goretzka. Musiala. Vlahovic into Goretzka, and that's 2-0. That's a good bit of play there, to be fair. Started from the throw-in, and Goretzka makes it 2-0 here. And I do kind of feel like, even though we've been in this game, our tactics aren't the greatest, we need to definitely sort out something about this team. I'm not sure what it is so far, but going forward we are pretty good, but I feel like our play needs to be changed a little bit, just to allow Musiala to have more freedom in midfield, and maybe we need to put maybe bring Sané on the come inside tactic that we have done a bunch of different chromos, which allows obviously a lot of rotation in midfield, that allows us to create a lot of free flowing football. Hansa Davis, good work there. Goretzka, Vlahovic, Musiala, into Leroy Sané, across goal. Kobel makes a great save to keep it 2-0. Trying to keep Dortmund in this game as their keeper. Dusan Vlahovic, can he make it free here from the corner? Never can't. Leroy Sané. I'm sure he handballed that. He has done. And we have some good free kick takers in our team. But obviously the best of them is Leroy Sané here on his left foot. What can we do here? Leroy Sané. He scored a free kick here, 42 minutes in. Leroy Sané off the ball. Oh, Dortmund just caught sleeping. But Gregor Kobel wasn't. Musiala now. A bit of footwork. Gets it into Kingsley Coman. Kingsley Coman has a great save from Kobel yet again. He's literally the best player for Dortmund here in this game. He's literally doing everything for them and to keep them into this game. Defender from De Ligt, but he unfortunately can't keep it in. And it goes out for a corner to Dortmund. What can they do from this? It's whipped in by Royce, played by Alphonso Davies. To Leroy Sané, he spins the defender. Leroy Sané. We've seen him do this before. For Man City. And for Bayern Munich, Leroy Sané denied by Kobel yet again. Honestly, we've had 20 plus shots in this game. And Kobel's made that 10 plus saves. It's missing Haller. Ashrawi, oh, there you go. Meccano. Don't feel comfortable with Meccano defensively. I'm not sure what it is about him, but doesn't feel the most comfortable right now, but that will obviously come with time. And we get used to his strengths and weaknesses. Masalawi, good defending there. You can tell my players that was tired at this point. Good defending there from Masalawi though. And a good shift though from this team. Mistake there by Matt Summers. And Leroy Sané. Leroy Sané is hit one. Alphonso Davies, good defending yet again. He's been solid defensively this whole game. And now, Vlahovic. Into the Coman. Into the Coman now. Going to get that to do some. Vlahovic. Exactly what I wanted. The run was perfect. You saw me make the diagonal run with Vlahovic there. And then I just made the run, waited for him to get in behind and waited for the perfect time to cross it, which was right here. That's a great cross from Koeman and I headed back across goal. Catches Kobel off guard and just at the end of the game we get a 3-0 win here. Final possibly, well not kick of the game but header of the game there. And the final kick of the game will be kick-off. We are going to be Super Cup champions here in Germany. Let's get to the title celebrations and show you those and get into the first game in the Bundesliga. Okay, and here we are, the title lift. Obviously Manuel Neuer, the captain for Dortmund, for Bayern, sorry. I'm used to saying Dortmund because I did the Dortmund Chroma not too long ago, but we've managed from Bayern now. A very nice trophy is the German Super Cup. I believe it's actually quite a prestigious trophy in Germany as well. It's one that's actually respected over in Germany, unlike the FA Community Shield in England. But Bayern lift it yet again here with Manuel Neuer getting his gloves around it and lifts the trophy here to start the season off with a trophy win. And a pretty good performance. You're going to change some tactics, you're going to change formation, I'm going to set up a different team sheet, test something out for the first game of the Bundesliga, change our tactics to something that I would like to play. And let's get into the first game of the Bundesliga and hopefully start that off with a win. Okay, for our first Bundesliga game of the season, we're going to be taking on RB Leipzig, which is actually the hardest challenge we could have faced in the Bundesliga because RB Leipzig is the team that I struggled the most against in the Bundesliga. Dortmund are not really a challenge every now and again, as you saw in a game against them just then. We completely dominated them. Now, one thing I've done is I've set up the team in the same way we had it in Newcastle series with the same instructions and tactics and stuff like that with a 4-4-3 attack formation. We're not going to try it out for this game. We're going to go into this game with the normal formation, the one that Bayern Munich play in real life for the current tactics, just to see how it goes. Let's get into this one at the Red Bull Arena here in Leipzig up against a pretty good RB Leipzig team. Obviously, that's the Szoboszlai, Zvario, who's linked to Man City for 100 million, which will be an insane transfer team, and Werner up front with Danny Olmo in the team as well. Let's get into this one and hopefully get a win in the first game of the Bundesliga season. Rawi, okay.
In the Bundesliga, it's RB Leipzig up against Bayern Munich.
Shot taken and Andre Silva makes it 1-0 for Leipzig. Maybe I should have gone into it with the other formation and tactics. So I didn't particularly enjoy this one defensively. And Andre Silva scores the goal here, proving that we don't need Nkunku to score goals. But obviously Nkunku is the main goal scorer in real life, so without him they're going to struggle, you'd imagine. But Andre Silva, great strike there, beats Neuer. Corner whipped in from the corner. Into the Coman. Surely got the pace there, Kingsley Coman, there we go. It should be a goal as well. Kingsley Coman to open the scoring for us here, there we go, back level. Defensively, they don't have the greatest amount of pace. David Ram's fairly quick. Zvario is obviously the fastest defender of the lot. But Videoban, the man who I believe Kingsley Coman there to get past him, doesn't have the pace to get back. We all know that. We've known that for a long time about him. He's not the fastest defender in the world. And Kingsley Coman takes advantage of that. runs in behind. It was actually Vardiol he beat, interesting. But still, Kingsley Coman is faster than Vardiol. And Coman makes it 1-1 and puts us back in this game.
Back underway, level pegging, 1 goal apiece in this game.
Oh no.
He's beaten him here.
I know you need big save from you here, Neuer.
And they have. I've got to say, it has been coming.
That's the thing though, Orban in FIFA is going to be the hardest defender to beat because he's got no pace.
Schlager.
It's just the way it works. The defenders are the easiest to beat are the hardest to beat.
Oh, good play this. Werner. It should be. It's got it.
3-1 down.
They're really in the mode here. Can they be stopped?
3-1 down inside half an hour. And I believe Upamecano made a huge error there. I don't feel comfortable with Upamecano in defence right now. I really don't.
Here's the replay. What a pass this is from Werner. And when he gets on
Yeah, Upamecano should have had that. And Neuer has to do better.
they're certain it should have been a penalty.
Corner here for Leipzig. Danny Olmo.
Schlager.
Oh no.
Can he put it in?
Schlager now. It's 4. Andre Silva's got a hat-trick. Leipzig and Andre Silva, they've got superpowers. Honestly, go back to any back of runners who I face RB Leipzig. And that man, Andre Silva,
Well, here it is again.
you'll see him score. And you'll see RB Leipzig just not make any mistakes. Like, look at all this.
Makes it look so
Whatever reason players do that, they slow down instead of keep going, instead of speeding up. Musiala, through here to Vlahovic. Vlahovic to Musiala. Okay, it's 4-2. Musiala get the ball. Musiala. Okay, we're just going to skip celebrations. Davies. Oh my god, man. There we go. Into the comment now, Vlahovic. He's been more of a creator this game. There's a comment. Jamal Musiala. Okay, Musiala's the man right now in this game. Musiala is saving us 4-3. Just like in real life, Musiala is scoring the big goals. Dusan Vlahovic is setting them up, and Kingsley Coman is a player in there carrying the ball forward for us. You see, he plays it across. Musiala just waits, places it, and we're back in this game. It's 4-3. Okay, Kimmich. There we go. Love that from you. Joshua Kimmich. Vlahovic, please inside Musiala. And you better bury it. Okay, there we go. We're back in this game. It's 4-4. Musiala hat-trick. The future of the team is carrying us right now in this game. And Vlahovic, instead of scoring goals, has gone, you know what, I'm going to be a cam for this game, and Musiala, you can play striker. That's basically what's happened. I'm not complaining because it's working, but it's a great challenge from Kimmich to win the ball back. And then, obviously, a simple goal in the end for Musiala, and we're back in this game. Brilliant. Good work there. Musiala. Or Sané. You can do some Vlahovic. Touch. Goal. Okay, Leipzig, you've had your good start to the game, but let's be real. I'm going to win. You know what I mean? Like, that's what's happened. I've switched on. I switched it on for the second half here. And, well, technically the comeback in the first half, that's when I switched it on properly. I went 3-1 down. I was like, you know what, I need to win this game. And, well, we pulled it out so far. We're 5-4 up here. Sadio Mane. He's such a good player in FIFA. Let's find out. Sadio Mane. Oh, let's go from Sadio Mane. Sadio Mane, can he score? Okay. It might be hard for me to sell Sadio Mane after that, but in a way I do want to sell him. It's going to be up to you guys in the comments below if we do sell him. Because in real life I think Bayern, if they can sell him, they will do. Obviously it would be a great player for us to be off the bench and start every now and again. But Sadio Mane, that's a great goal there. And makes it 6-4. And Upamecano, good work. And then Neuer clears it. Voice crack there. I'll probably stay in the episode. Referee, if that's a handball, I was going to say, if it's handball for us, why have you blown the whistle? It's handball for them. Gnabry's got injured. Where's he got injured? Szoboszlai hits it from range, and Neuer went to parry that over the bar and caught it. I'm not sure what happened there, but it's a 6-4 victory. It's not the greatest performance. We're going to try the 4-3 out for our next game against Mönchengladbach. Okay, second game of the Bundesliga season here up against Mönchengladbach. Obviously, have quite a few great players in the likes of Manu Kone, currently linked to the likes of Liverpool, Borussia Dortmund and PSG, and Marcus Thuram up front for them as well. and looking at some talent in defence as well. But as you can see, our team has changed into the 4-3-3 attack, which puts Kimmich into a centre position, which he can play. So we're going to see how it works for this one. And it's going to be basically the exact same way we played in the Newcastle series, hopefully. And we're going to see how it works there with this Bayern team, sorry. And let's get into the game against Gladbach, hopefully get a win in our second game, and hopefully not concede as many goals as we conceded against Leipzig.
Command plays with Leroy Sané in the wide positions.
Okay, Thuram hits it and Neuer saves it. It was Sané. Goretzka. Alphonso Davies. Come on. Shot straight at the shot stopper. Dusan Vlahovic has got room to hit one here, but we're going to put it back to Coman there. That's not what I wanted to do, but I had to fix it on the fly there because he took a poor touch there. Vlahovic and Omlin denies the second shot there from Leroy Sané. Musiala. Leroy Sané. This time looking for Vlahovic. His header is tipped over the bar. Man. Is it to the lit? Mazraoui. Leroy Sané. Musiala. Okay. He's hoping he'd do it on his left foot there. That is right. Ipan Meccano. Why did he take so long?
To confirm Leverkusen have scored in that match, and the match is level at 1-1.
Vlahovic in here to Musiala. There we go, that's a great bit of play as well. Musiala again. Looks like he's in that Mason Mount role like we saw in Newcastle in the first series and in the, not in the first series, in the second series in season 2. And this season 3, Mason Mount was a great goal scorer from the camera, and Musiala could be that for us again. And Vlahovic, you can see, gets the ball there, a couple of touches, plays it through. And Musiala just puts it as top corner as you can get. There's no saving that for Omlin. And we're 1-0 up here just before half time.
Well, Manchester City had long ago identified their target, and now they've got their man.
Delict. Okay, similar to the Newcastle series. Isn't the most incredible in the air defensively. Handball in there surely for us. Yep. And Joshua Kimmich. Joshua Kimmich from range. Joshua Kimmich. I need to see that save again on the replay because Omlin had his left hand in the air, I believe. And then all of a sudden the right hand came up last second. Now the right hand's all the way up. I'm not going. Yeah, no, that should be a goal. That should be a goal. There's no way. What is that? We've been robbed of a goal here. Let's put it in slow-mo so you guys can see this properly. We've been robbed of a goal there. Let him down massively.
Live action coming up here on EA TV from one of the best leagues in Europe, the Bundesliga. It's Borussia Mönchengladbach versus Heidenheim.
Okay, what has happened there? What just happened?
An equaliser in the closing stages.
Like, genuinely, what just happened on the other side of the pitch there?
Well, we can see it again now, and it all starts with a pass over the top. It takes out so many defenders.
I need to see that again. That pass goes there, fair enough. And then I put in the challenge with Davies here, and this player pulls out, just incredible dribbling, and just pulls out that pass out of nowhere. Mazraoui is so badly positioned there. It's poor.
Official word, there will be a minimum of 2 added minutes. And given the situation, a goal at this stage might well turn out to be a winner.
Gravenberch. Ryan Gravenberch. Forward there. Sadio Mane, you better score. How? How? I can't believe we drew this game. Honestly, Gladbach did nothing. Let me prove that to you. Okay, for this game against Darmstadt, we're going to be taking them here with the first team. As you can see, Musiala makes the move to the right wing role because obviously we play a right wing / cam role. So we're going to see what he can do out there and see if he performs well. Thomas Muller makes his return to the cam role. And Ryan Gravenberch, as you can see, plays in midfield there because Leon Goretzka hasn't been that impactful for us in midfield that I've noticed anyway. So maybe without him in this game, I will notice a difference. We're going to get into this one at Darmstadt away from home, and it should be a victory. We should have got a win against Gladbach, but it is where it is, and we should get a victory here up against Darmstadt. What do you mean we haven't done it for long enough periods?
here you can see it again. Good run, great strength, and a composed finish under pressure. That reaction.
Corner whipped in, headed down to Alphonso Davies. Now Davies.
Oh, what an
Alphonso Davies just
opportunity.
making a run himself here.
Surely.
Alphonso Davies sweat it across, and that should be a goal. There we go, Thomas Muller.
Lovely miss.
Actually, you know what? It's Darmstadt. We're not celebrating drawing this game. But we don't need to see the replay of that goal realistically, do we? 'Cause it was a very simple goal. The counter from the corner. Alphonso Davies
Here's the replay.
using his
It's a
pace
simple
quite well
finish
here.
at the end.
And then Thomas Muller in the centre. Just a simple finish for him to make.
Now with Kimmich.
Kimmich.
What's he going to do here?
Thomas Muller. All the
Determined
passes
defending.
on. I actually took the shot because Vlahovic was making an awful run. And then obviously he makes the perfect run as I take the shot.
And they have possession
So it
again.
turns the ball back there. Muller.
Read in
Muller
through
through to Dusan
line.
Vlahovic. It's great work there between them two. It's a great through ball from Thomas Muller, but the run as well from Dusan Vlahovic is great. And now we're 2-1 up here. It should be a game we comfortably win against Darmstadt. We shouldn't have conceded, but
Muller's pass is
that pass from Muller is
absolutely
incredible.
perfect, and he's
And then the
movement so
finish
clever.
from Dusan Vlahovic is great as well.
There's only one thought in his head. Smash it
And
as
what I've
hard
noticed so
as
far
possible.
is Musiala's not really doing it on that right wing. It's only been 20 minutes in the game, but he hasn't really had any opportunities. Muller now.
Well, no card, but the referee clearly
Here's the comment.
indicating that he's on his last warning. A real struggle to contain
He's
him.
going to come in now. Can he make it free here? Realistically, he should make it free. There we go. Questionable goalkeeping. But if we make it 4 or 5, I'm going to sit the rest of this game. But yeah, it's 3-1 here again. We should be winning against Darmstadt, to be fair. And we'll have to be a tough challenge for teams like Bayern, Bayern and FIFA. They're not going to be a tough challenge for us.
Get out from the back. And Coman.
Backs in a row.
Well, last gasp defending.
Oh, what is going on?
Defending. Chance to make a game
No
of it
ugly
here.
save. I don't like the fact the game's not like making. It's letting me make the challenge, but then not letting me have the ball.
The fans are certainly hoping so.
And played short. Müller.
Oh no.
And a bit of
Oh,
damage. The referee is
why is he
watching
gone
us.
for the centre, man? The ball's moving to the side. Why is he gone straight with his challenge? Look, the ball's going sideways. What's he doing?
Well, not every foul is a yellow card. I think the referee is right here.
To pull
Neuer.
back here. In it goes. Calmly converted. On social media,
Gravenberch.
Miguel Correa has completed his. Surely. Well, clearly in the mood to make it a
That'd have been
double,
great.
but fine goalkeeping.
Well, he's playing really well today. That was
Kimmich.
another decent attempt.
Corner kick.
Header
in.
into the back of the net. Dusan Vlahovic.
Cause for
There we go.
celebrations again. 2 in
It's
front.
4-2, and we're all going to see the rest of this game because the episode's long enough. You know what I mean? We know what we need to change about this team, I think. And I'm going to talk about this after this, but we're going to win this game anyway. It's a good header there from Vlahovic, who hopefully will do that more for us. And we're going to submit here 4-2 up. We're going to end up getting a 5-2 win with Coman grabbing one more goal. Okay, so ending the episode, as you can see, we currently have 48 million with 2 players we're still looking to sell, which are Sadio Mane and Lucas Hernandez. I haven't got an offer for Lucas Hernandez from PSG so far. Jan Summers, a player we're also looking to sell, but I haven't got any offers for him as well. And yeah, as you can see, we've got a homegrown talent here in Schroeder. We've got Morata. I've also brought in for Bruggen. We're looking to loan him out. I might give him his debut. And we're going to look to loan him out because obviously he's 74 rated. It's not going to do too well in the game. He might do. You never know though. And Paul Van Aert, I think I'm going to loan out as well. I was tempted to give him some game time this season. But I think loaning him out is going to be the better choice. But one thing we need to talk about is signings we need to make. We need options off the bench because we currently don't have impactful options. Sadio Mane isn't really that option. I do want to sell him, but we could technically use him in a swap deal. At the same time, it's worth a good amount of money. I'd rather get the money for him than waste some of that value. As you can see, he's worth 67 million, probably go up to 75, 80 mil for him. But also, Lucas Hernandez is worth around, how much is he worth? Lucas Hernandez is worth about 45 mil. So, yeah, we could get a good amount of money there for those players. Obviously, Rafael Guerrero, a player that currently is our current backup left back, can play centre mid as well. We know that, and will go up massively in his rating if we play him at centre mid. And next episode, we'll see the debut of Morata in the team, And defensively, I don't know so far. I feel like it's just a little bit of time because obviously Mazraoui currently wants his defensive work rate low, but it's almost medium. Same with Alphonso Davies. Their work rates aren't the greatest, and obviously over time that will change as we develop them into better players. Because he's now got a medium work rate as we're working on his defensive stuff. So the higher defensive work rate they have, obviously the more defending they're going to do for us. And Upamecano so far is a player that I'm not confident with him in defence, nor with De Ligt right now, because De Ligt in the Newcastle series made quite a few mistakes, but he had Militao in the left centre back role to cover him. But De Ligt right now is playing the left centre back role, and obviously Upamecano is in the right centre back role, and Upamecano is also making mistakes in the right centre back role, and De Ligt can't cover for them because he's making his own mistakes at the same time, which isn't the greatest for us. And Manuel Neuer in goal, he's made a couple of great saves, but considered some goals I think he should be saving. So maybe we look to sell him, or maybe just replace him with a high-rate goalkeeper. So we don't really have the money right now to buy a better goalkeeper. We've got Nubel to be our backup goalkeeper instead of Jan Sommer, maybe, but with Rugen needs to be loaned out. And depending on Jan Sommer, if he gets an offer for him next episode, I'm also going to put Nubel up for loan, just in case, because then we can use Sommer as a backup goalkeeper. But yeah, next episode, we need to send a backup striker. That's one thing we need. We need a backup striker for Dusan Vlahovic. And there's a few options we have. I'm going to show you the transfer hub. I believe we've got them on here, if I've added them. Okay, we haven't got all the options on here. Okay, we've got Viper here, also is a young player who's not going to be the player we're going to bring in. He was just there because I needed to find out his rating. We've got a Mecha here, though. Lucas Mecha, I don't think is the perfect option for us. He's a good option, but I feel like we need a player with pace. And Silas here, obviously we all know about Silas. Could he play striker? He can play striker, but will he be good in striker? That's the question. Nice are currently accepted a deal for him, but we could swoop in and take him away from them. And Silas could be a great player for us to bring in. But other players we could bring in, let me know for the backup striker role. And yeah, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel with notifications so you don't miss any of the series. And yeah, thank you for watching, and goodbye.